Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will solve a SQL interview question. First, let's go through the question. So we have to find the most expensive and least expensive product of a product category with every row of the table using first value and last value in the function. So that is the question. So in the question itself, it is given that we have to make use of two functions, which is the first value and last value window function to obtain the most expensive and least expensive product. Here we are going to see one of the limitation of window function. Without using proper frame close, even window function will be giving us wrong result. So that is what we are going to see in this video, and we will see how we can rectify the result and get the correct output using the correct frame close. First, let us go through the question and then let us write the query using window function and see what is the limitation, and then we will go through the steps by which we can rectify the limitation. Now this is the table that we are going to use. The table has category, now a second column which is the brand, now we have a product name, now price, and our calculation will be mostly based on category. So the partition will be based on category column, and we are going to find the product which is having highest price and least price for a particular product category. So the category will be product category, brand will be product brand. Now product name will be the name of that particular product, and we are going to find the least expensive and most expensive product from the product name column. Now finally we have a price based on which we will be creating the order by close. So that is the sample table that we are having. Now let us see how we can make use of first value and last value window function to obtain the result. So we will start writing query for the same. So this is the same table that we created in SSMS, which is the stationary table, which has category, brand, product name and price, and the data is also similar. Now let us start writing the query using first value and last value in the function and see what is the result we are getting. We will start with select, and now we require all the columns from the stationary table. So we will specify the column names: category, second column will be brand, third column will be product name, and the fourth column will be price. Now we are going to write the first value window function. First underscore value, and in the parenthesis we have to specify the product name column because we are going to obtain the product name as a result. Product underscore name. Now we will make use of the over close. Over, inside that specify the partition. Partition by will be based on category. Now order by close will be based on price. Order by price, and using first value in the function we will calculate the most expensive product. So price in descending order, and which will give us expensive product. Now this is taken from the table stationary. Now we completed writing the query, and now we will write the second window function, which is the last value window function. Last underscore value, open and close parenthesis, and we will copy the same argument which we used in the previous expression, starting from product name. Paste it here. Now this will be the least expensive product or cheap product. Now this is the second column or the second calculated column using last value window function. Now execute and see what is the result we are getting. Execute, and we have a result where we have two additional columns. The two additional columns are expensive product and cheap product. Now let us see what is the result we got and what is the expected result and why we are getting this wrong result. And before doing that, let us understand what is wrong about this query. Now we have a category column. We can see that it is now ordered based on category. So the first three records are based on board. Now coming to expensive product, we can see that out of this category, allowed will be the most expensive product. So 550. So we are getting allowed, 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 and all the three records are same. With respect to board partition, we have the particular product name as the most expensive product, and that is not creating any problem. Now let us go to cheap product and see what is the problem that we have over here. Now going through cheap product. For the first partition board, we can see that we have three different products: allowed, failed, and carried. Now coming to the cheap product, we can see that this is not correct. With respect to board category, the least expensive product should be carried. But for each row, we are getting three different records. So the first row we are getting allowed, second row we are getting furrowed, and third row we are getting carried. This is wrong. Ideally, we should have been getting all the three rows as carried. Now coming down to the second category, which is notebook, we can see that the same thing is happening over here. All the three rows are having three different product as the cheap product with that particular category. But that is not correct. Now coming to pen category, we can see that the same thing is happening over here, and we are not getting the cheap product within that particular partition or category. Now why this is happening? Now I have marked over here why this is happening and the reason for the same. So there is a default frame clause that SQL uses with every window function. So by default, the frame clause will be range between unbounded preceding and current row, meaning it will be taking the current row along with all the rows preceding that particular row. In this case, we can see that we have allowed as the current row and there are no preceding row. So allowed will be the cheapest product. Now coming to furrowed, we can see that this is the current row and this is the preceding row. When comparing the price of allowed and furrowed, we can see that it is 400 and 550 and least will be furrowed. So we have furrowed over here. Now coming down, we have carrowed and it will be considering the current row, that is price 250 and all the preceding row. So 400 will be the previous one and 550 will be the previous one. So coming to carrowed, the least will be carrowed. And now we have to define proper frame clause to overcome this limitation of the window function. So now we will see how we can rectify the result using proper frame clause and obtain the right result. For that, we will copy the same query and we are going to modify the query a little bit using the proper frame clause. Now coming down, we will paste the same query over here, and now after the order by clause, we are going to write the frame clause. So here we will write range between unbounded preceding and unbounded following. Now copy the same frame clause and we will add it for the last value window function also. Copy this, paste it here. Now execute this and see what is the result we are getting. Execute. For the category board, we are getting allowed as the most expensive product. And when coming to the cheap product, we can see that carrot is the cheapest product. Now coming to notebook, we can see that Alabook is the expensive product and Cabook is the cheapest product. And coming down, we can see that for pen also, we are getting right result without any frame clause issue or any window function issue. So now we will write one symbol distinct so that we get only three records where we have category, notebook and pen as three separate row and only expensive and cheap product for that particular category. So now we will place this query inside a CTE with product info as open and close parenthesis, select distinct category, and we require expensive product, comma, and we require cheap product, cheap underscore product. Now we take this from the CTE that we defined, that is product underscore info. Now complete the query, execute this starting from the CTE, execute, and we have a result where we have category, expensive product and cheap product for that particular category. Now we rectified the result of the window function using proper frame clause and defining the proper window using frame clause. There are different variations of frame clause that we can write in query to get different sort of result based on our requirement. This is one place where we have to define proper frame clause, only then our window function will be behaving according to our requirement. Now let us go back to the expected result and see is the expected result matching with the result that we have obtained. So let us see the expected output. We can see that we have category expensive product and cheap product, and result is matching with the result that we have obtained. Now this is the result that we initially obtained, which is the wrong result without defining proper frame clause. And here is the explanation for the same. So this is case 1, that is the right result. By using the right frame clause, we get the first output, that is this output. Now case 2, without using frame clause and by only using window function, we will only obtain the second output, which is this output, which will give us wrong result. And when we are having large number of rows or millions of records, sometimes this kind of error we will not be noticing when writing query. But it is important that we should be knowing how our query is going to behave, or what is the behavior of each window function or the function that we are going to write in a query to get the required output. Hope you like the solution. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more, and meet you in the next video. Thank you.